The rain didn't come gently. It poured from the sky in thick sheets, slamming down for days without pause. The air was heavy, smelling of wet stone and soil. Rooftops echoed with the hammering sound, constant, loud, and unrelenting. In the hills northeast of Beijing, streams became rivers and rivers turned into walls of water. Roads that once connected towns disappeared under the rising current. Cars sat half submerged. Pavement buckled. Villages vanished into pools of brown water. The city's outer districts were hit hardest. In places like Miyun and Taishitun, water surged through narrow streets, breaking into homes, lifting furniture, and soaking walls with thick layers of mud. Shops were stripped bare, their windows shattered, goods floating out onto roads like driftwood. Farmland didn't escape either. Fields were swallowed in hours. Seedlings just weeks into the season drowned. Orchards were wrecked, and irrigation systems were torn from the ground. In the lowlands, where water collected fastest, entire plots looked like lakes. Power lines snapped under fallen trees and mudslides. Electricity vanished in over 100 villages, cutting off communications. Without signal or light, some communities waited in silence, not knowing what was coming next. Bridges cracked, highways turned into riverbeds, train services halted, deliveries stopped. In just a few days, critical infrastructure that held the region together, water pipes, roads, phone networks, had broken down. Emergency crews were stretched thin. Bulldozers cleared fallen trees while rescue teams waded through chest-deep water to reach stranded families. Schools were turned into shelters. Evacuation buses rolled in and out through narrow, wet mountain roads.
我天，哎呀，我操！那边的桥塌了，这车刚冲下来，这桥，哎呀！
At the heart of it all was Beijing's largest reservoir. It surged to levels not seen in a century. Officials were forced to open floodgates, releasing torrents downstream to prevent a larger disaster. But with that came new threats to towns lying in the path of release. Drainage systems in the city, designed for normal summer storms, failed. Gutters overflowed. Manhole covers burst into the air. In some neighborhoods, the rain had nowhere to go but straight into basements and underground markets. canals, especially older ones, were overwhelmed. Years of silt buildup had narrowed their flow. When the water came fast, it spilled out, flooding roads and farmland. Embankments crumbled. Whole stretches of countryside disappeared beneath the flood. Government response came quickly, but even so, the scale of the disaster was too large for a rapid fix. Restoration crews began work on broken bridges, damaged rail lines, and water pumps. But the cleanup would take weeks, if not longer. Markets remained shut. Schools stayed closed. Many families returned to homes that now smelled of mold and mildew. Their walls cracked, their belongings ruined. In the aftermath, a familiar question returned. Are the systems in place strong enough for storms like these? Many pointed to climate change, a warming world that brings longer rains, stronger winds, and deeper floods. What once felt rare now feels expected. But in the silence after the storm, the focus wasn't on blame. It was on rebuilding, village by village, road by road, trying to piece together what had washed away. Thanks for watching Severe Weather, where we break down the facts behind nature's most intense moments. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your support keeps this channel going. Hit the bell so you never miss a real, calm, and clear report. Note, some footage in this video may be used for illustration and may not show the exact event described. See you in the next one. Stay informed, stay safe.